All right, Shalom. Giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakodash. It's your brother Yakana coming at you with a lesson. Double honors to the men of Great Millstone, apostles on down. Shalom to the hopeful elect, teaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I want to get in on, just faith right now. There's a lot of things going on in the earth. A lot of fear being pushed onto the people. And this is where we have to be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. That's Ephesians 6:10. Let me get that. Salaki. No, don't quite know. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 3 and verse 6. No, chapter 6 and verse 10. Just making sure I got this correct. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and in the power of His might. So we have to be strong in the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. We have our swords. We have the Spirit. We have faith. And we know He's dealing with us. So there's no doubt. No doubt. Don't let that doubt demon creep up into your existence. Don't let it get any kind of foothold. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has us in His hands and He won't let us go. That's John 3, John 10 and 28. So listen to this. This is the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 28. Let's read up to 25. Yahushua answered them, I told you, and ye believed not. So there's belief again. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. So right there's another proof of there's a difference between the Father and the Son. There's a difference between the Father and the Son. Verse 26, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep. As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. So if the word is in your being, is in your spirit, if you hear the word and you're following this word, then fear not. You are of that fold. You are one of the sheep. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. That's pretty much straight to the point right there. Let's get Zechariah 13:8, um, just to show that if we are those sheep, then what are the others? What are the other Israelites um, that don't hear, which are the Native Americans, Negroes, Latinos that don't hear of the Lord's voice? Who are they, and what's going to happen to them? This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. The third that's left therein are his sheep. The sheep that no one can pluck out of the Father's hand, out of Yahweh's hand. That's us. Be firm in that. Be strong in the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's might. Be strong in his might, no doubt. And I'm gonna end it on so you know we're headed in this fearful time. We're headed into a thick trouble. Um, and what's all that trouble for? Who's all that trouble for? We get Revelations 21. So if we're going into a lot of trouble, and there's plagues and rumors of plagues, that's in uh, Book of Ezra. Who's going to get all of that? What's all that for? So we're the sheep. We're doing his work. We're exalting his name throughout the earth. We're pushing his truth throughout the earth. The other 2/3, they shall cut off and die. So you could do the math. This is Book of Revelations 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers, and we pulled that in John, in the book of in John, when Yahweh Shai said the unbelievers didn't hear me. So but back at Revelation 21:8, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So they're going to taste of that second death. All those who go against Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Shai, they're going to feel that. And it's going to, Lord willing, our loved ones get in line and are protected under our faith, because a lot of our loved ones just don't believe, man. And it's a dreadful thing, man. But it has to be done. If they have to drink of that cup, they'll drink of that cup, and they'll come back in the reincarnation, back into the kingdom of heaven. So I'll leave it with But what's going to happen to this place? Revelations 18, my favorite chapter, one of my favorite chapters. In verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils. So this place is going to fall. All of this is going to be a wasteland. All this beautiful greenery is going to be wiped out. ICBM missiles, nuclear fire is going to incinerate this land, this city, America, Babylon the Great. America is Babylon the Great. Salakia. And has become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So all these other nations, they're going to shoot missiles on this place because they realize that they're feeding into this beast, which is this. The beast is the image of the beast is the system. Is the system. And so, the influence, the system of of iniquity, sin that all these nations drank out of, basically the philosophies, the religion, all these things, the ideologies. So all of these people, all of these nations, these nations, they're going into slavery. They're going into slavery. And the kingdom is going to be on earth as it is in heaven. All glory, honor, praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the men of Great Millstone. Shalom.